Hello, stunning people. My name is Beane, and welcome to the Salt Lick Sessions. Our next artist has a voice like a drug. You're gonna soak it, soak it, soak it up. I can't wait for you to hear him. This is Jackson Lundy.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Do-do-do. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Do-do-do. You make me happy when the skies are gray that day. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me. Baby, you've got a friend in me. Oh my God, baby, you've got a friend in me. One more time, baby, you've got a friend in me. You have got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got some troubles, well, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in me. Baby, you got a friend in me. Baby, you got a friend in me. One more time, baby, you got a friend in me. Oh my God, baby, you got a friend in me. One more time, baby, you have got a friend in me.
Hey, Jackson.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
Oh, thanks. I feel like your voice and your music, for me at least, it's very like, it's almost like a drug. Like, I feel like when I hear you do your thing, I'm just like, I breathe. And I'm like at ease. And like right now I just feel great and chill. So I don't know what you put in your vocal cords, but I'll take it.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. I mean, I that's kind of what I'm going for. So certainly helps to hear that. Thank you.
Explain that more. What do you mean you're going for that?
I mean, I think it, for myself included, like I make music to get that feeling. So it, it's definitely a goal of mine to have that effect on people, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Do you listen to music to get that feeling?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, recently I've been like listening to a lot of music right before writing, and that's been kind of interesting, because it kind of gets me in that state. Sometimes like I need to slow down before I write. I don't know if you feel that, like, because if you're doing your everyday thing, like just going around town, and it's hard to just sit down and just do it.
Yeah.
So I need that kind of like grace period to adjust. But
What are you listening to before you write?
Well, recently I've been listening to one of my friends, November Ultra, who you should check out. Do you know her?
Every now and then.
Absolutely insane.
Insane. Brilliant voice.
And that's kind of like gotten me into a bunch of older French music too, like Juliette Greco, and so I've been listening to a ton of that, very like just that waltzy kind of thing. And I feel like how the melody, it's so fascinating to me because like it's the melodies, they don't repeat a lot. It's not like a typical like verse, pre-chorus. It's like this kind of building, very naturally building kind of into this big moment. And I just think that's so cool. So I would say that's been something that's been kind of, I don't know, on my mind quite a bit.
It's a very unique influence and one that also makes sense for you.
Really?
Yeah, totally. I feel like you are a very good storyteller with your songs, I love the characters that you use in particular.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so tell me about this latest tour you just wrapped up.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, that project. It was for this concept EP called Stella My Dear, and it's essentially in part about this guy, Benny Dreamgood, who gets lost in space, and every song from the album is either a memory of his while he's up in space or a snapshot of his son on Earth who's like growing up without a dad. And basically it started with this concept. I kept writing these songs from the perspective of this guy lost in space and feeling lonesome, and then it kind of like, I guess it just snowballed, and the story developed into this really complicated thing. And then I had the music done, and I was like, well, how can I try to like further this? So I wrote like a 80-page book about it, like just going through the story. So then I was like, well, maybe I should go on like a book tour where I play in bookstores and I sell the book and I like weave readings into the show. And
brilliant.
Yeah, it was
brilliant idea.
It was so much fun, and like, just to be able to go and do these really stripped down shows and have this, it was just a blast. So, yeah, and it was just me. I drove the whole thing, and I just did the whole, United States essentially.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
I love driving. I will
me too.
drive. I mean, it's just the best. It's talk about like meditation. It's like, yeah, I love it.
What was the worst state to drive through? Say their name.
Wait, date? What do you mean?
State.
State.
Yeah.
Oh, state. Oh my God. Well, the stretch from Nashville to LA, I've done like 3 times.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Flat.
It's flat and it's hot and it's like just not a lot of nothing. I mean, that's not true. It's beautiful in a way, but it's just
A lot of nothing. He said.
no.
Can't say them.
No, to all of my folks
Between Nashville and LA.
in Texas and stuff, but
So this Benny character, is he completely fictionalized, or is he rooted in reality for you in some way?
I mean, he's entirely fictional, the character. I mean, I would say so much of my personality and emotion, like emotionally, he's me essentially, but his character is fictional.
Okay, so if emotionally he's you and his whole kind of journey is this floating through space, did you feel that way when you were writing the music for it? Like you were kind of just floating around?
Totally. I mean, I think we all experienced a very like lonesome, isolating experience, throughout these last couple years, and that was a huge, driving force for the character, and all the music is just feeling lonesome, and kind of like that's such an easy thing that I think so many people can relate to, yet no one really talks about it, which is interesting to me, but yeah.
Where were you raised?
I was raised in upstate New York, Hudson Valley.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, and did you move for the first time, like big move to go to school?
So my dad lives in Manhattan,
Okay.
and my mom lives upstate, so I moved in with my dad for high school, so that was my first big move. Actually, that was definitely probably the biggest move I've made ever, just because the Hudson Valley, if you're not familiar with it, is very rural and just very quaint, and to go from that to like New York City, I was like, wow, this is a lot. But
You learned fast.
I did, yeah.
And probably hard.
It was hard. It was a big adjustment. I mean, those kinds of changes in your life they're some of the most powerful, but they can be really tough, you know, but.
Totally.
Yeah.
What was it like to go to high school in New York?
It was insane. It was awesome, you know, because the level of freedom, like in upstate, I had to like ask my mom to bring me places, you know, driving everywhere. And like in the city, you can just hop on a subway, and it was incredible, you know, like I think it gives kids so much freedom so early on, which can be a little bit, you know.
Tell the line.
Yeah,
Right.
it can be, you can get
Good
into,
mistakes. You make
into
good
mischief,
mistakes.
you
Yeah.
know, but I had a great time.
So when did you start writing songs?
I started writing songs in probably like 7th grade, maybe.
And when did you go from, I'm just baby J Lundy, and now I want to be big boy Jackson Lundy and be an artist and like do this thing?
You know, it's funny that you asked that, because a lot of like people that I talk to about that, like I had a very specific moment when that happened. And it was in high school actually. And I remember joining the jazz band at my school, and like that just completely changed everything for me. Like I remember like I would just go home immediately after school, and I would just sit in my bathroom and just like write songs for like 3 or 4 hours. And it was, you know, it was such a huge, like, because I was so in love with it, it was such a big kind of like, you know, I think I grew so much in just such a short amount of time because I was just doing it constantly. And so I think like that was the moment when I was really like, I want to really try to take this seriously.
I love that. So let's talk about what we have to look forward to.
Yeah.
Tell me what's coming out. What do you have on the horizon? What can we all mark on our calendars?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got a lot of fun stuff coming up. I mean, I'm working on an album, and I think it's going to be something that I really like. It's going to be a little more stripped down, and something that I'm really excited about. A side of my music that I don't think people have really seen yet in my recorded music.
Cool.
So I don't really have a concrete release date for that yet, but and then I'm doing a little opening tour for Couch, the band.
Nice.
So I'm really pumped about that. They're really awesome, and
I am excited for your success.
thank you.
I'm excited to keep supporting you through it all. Thanks, Jackson. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You keep those rings on no matter what you do. I know that I tease you, but I still think you're too cool, you're too cool, you're too cool for me. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to drive you halfway across the country alone, just us two. 'Cause somewhere in Utah I came to realize, yeah, that I think that I might be in love again. Can somebody please call my doctor in? My life jacket's on, but I'm still drowning, yeah. 'Cause I think that I might be in love again. I was aware of the space between you and me. As we lay drinking in some high school football field, yeah. You put your hand up to trace all across the night sky, yeah. Among constellations, I was over the moon. It was so sky high, sky high, sky high. In that small town in Utah, I came to realize that I think that I might be in love again. Can somebody please call the doctor in, yeah. My life jacket's on, but I'm still drowning, 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 drowning. 'Cause I think that I might be in love again.
Hey stunning people, it's Beane. Make sure to check out the Salt Lick Sessions YouTube channel and subscribe.